Paragraph 9 is doing heavy narrative work. It's trying to frame protected activity by private individuals as retaliatory harassment tied to his earlier lawsuit. Let's break it down against what you've outlined. Number 1. Unlawful removal premise. The paragraph begins by anchoring everything to, open quote, unlawful removal from his residence, close quote, if he voluntarily left properties 1 and 2, no eviction was filed, no writ executed, no court order removed him, and prior filings show he chose to leave, then the retaliatory narrative starts from a disputed factual premise. If the removal wasn't unlawful, the retaliation for seeking legal relief angle weakens immediately. Number 2. Failure to state triggering conduct. You note he does not explain why Archbell and Thayer began filming or investigating. That omission matters. Courts look at context. If the interaction stemmed from investigation of a listed court address, discrepancy between registry address and court filings, public records research, publicly available information, then that context affects whether conduct looks like targeted intimidation or independent investigation. Leaving that out is strategic pleading. 3. Service address issue if court rules required a physical residence address for service. He listed an address that could not be used for service. Court records reflect failed service attempts. The listed address was 2020 North College. Registry address changed after the encounter. That sequence becomes relevant to motive and credibility. It shifts the story from random harassment to investigation into inconsistent address disclosures. That doesn't automatically justify conduct, but it undercuts a pure intimidation narrative. Number 4. Timeline with Thayer. If live stream evidence shows Archbell visited the store, police were called. Thayer appeared only after police involvement. Thayer was not present at the initial location. Then the allegation that both men jointly initiated a coordinated confrontation may not align with the timeline. Timeline inconsistencies matter in conspiracy-style allegations. Filming in public. Legally, filming in public is generally protected under the First Amendment. Recording from a distance in a public shopping center parking lot is not inherently unlawful. Publishing recorded material is also protected, absent defamation or true threats. Merely recording someone does not equal intimidation. Now 6. Open carry. If the jurisdiction allows open carry, visible holstered firearms are not unlawful. Absence of brandishing is important. Police body cam and live stream footage become critical objective evidence. If no weapon was displayed in a threatening manner, that significantly undercuts the visibly armed confrontation framing. Open carry alone does not equal intimidation legally. Number 7. Distance versus confrontation. The complaint states, open quote, approached in a hostile manner, close quote. If video shows, they remained at distance, no aggressive movement, no blocking of path, no physical contact, no threatening gestures, then confrontation becomes descriptive rhetoric rather than objective fact. Video evidence can be decisive at motion stage if incorporated by reference. 8. Police investigation outcome. You state, police responded, multiple calls were made, police investigated, sheriff's office reviewed, no arrests, no charges, no probable cause. That is significant. While lack of arrest doesn't automatically mean conduct was lawful, it does weigh heavily against claims of criminal intimidation or overt harassment, especially if officers observed footage, officers reviewed live stream, officers concluded no crime occurred. 9. Retaliation theory. For retaliation under Check Day 1983, if that's where this is going, he must show 1. He engaged in protected activity, filing suit. 2. Defendants took adverse action. 3. The adverse action would chill a person of ordinary firmness. 4. The adverse action was substantially motivated by the protected activity. Problems based on your description. Archbell and Thayer appear to be private actors. No state action alleged. No government coordination clearly pled. Filming in public is protected conduct. Police found no criminal conduct. Timeline issues undermine coordinated retaliation theory. Private citizens criticizing, filming, or investigating someone who filed a lawsuit is generally protected speech unless it crosses into true threats or unlawful harassment. 10. The core weakness, paragraph 9, relies on emotionally loaded descriptors. Sustained pattern, confrontation, intimidation, hostile manner, targeted harassment. But courts look at what exactly was done? Was it unlawful? Was it threatening? Was it coordinated with the state? Was it retaliatory? If conduct occurred in public, was filmed openly, police investigated and found no crime, no weapons were brandished, no physical interference occurred, no arrest or citation issued, then the legal theory becomes harder to sustain. Aha, bottom line. If the objective evidence, live streams, police body cam, registry records, court filings aligns with what you've described, paragraph 9 appears to rely heavily on characterization rather than concrete unlawful conduct. The key issues that would likely control judicial analysis are state action, if claiming constitutional violation, specific threats or unlawful conduct, causation tied to lawsuit filing, objective evidence contradicting the hostile confrontation framing, police findings of no criminal conduct. If you want, I can walk through how a court typically evaluates public filming/open carry encounters in the context of harassment or intimidation claims, and where those claims usually succeed or fail.